We have a wide coalition here, and so I'm just going to speak on one issue, which is the governor's proposed payroll tax increase. And on the issue of the payroll tax increase, we have one clear message, and that's don't tax New Jersey's jobs. The state's unemployment insurance fund is filled by a tax on companies and on workers. Companies contribute about 88% of the funding, and if the UI fund does not have at least 1.4% of the total payroll of all those in the system, then an automatic tax increase can be triggered on the state's employers. It's because of this arrangement that CIANJ and other business organizations have objected to previous rates of the fund. In theory, the UI fund should build a surplus during good economic times to prepare the state for the inevitable bad times. However, this hasn't happened because of legislative mismanagement. Since 1993, more than $4.7 billion has been diverted from the UI fund to other purposes. Now, the recession and previous rates will make it impossible for the unemployment fund to meet its obligations, and the governor's proposing to tax all companies a total of nearly $400 million to make up for the shortfall. This could equal a little bit less than $90 per employee at a firm. Raising business taxes during a recession is counterproductive. That's why we applauded the governor and legislature for twice infusing the UI fund with cash to avoid tax increases. They must do the same this year, and they must take all steps necessary to avoid making a challenging time for business even more difficult. Now, we're proud to work with the Taxpayer Alliance in opposition to this tax, and today CIANJ launched a new website dedicated solely to this initiative. And that site is www.don'ttaxjerseyjobs.org. It'll keep the public updated on our efforts and provide a portal for communications with legislators. Furthermore, we support the constitutional amendment proposed by Senators Keene and Sweeney, which is SCR 60, that would prevent future legislative raids of all employee benefit funds. The amendment was passed unanimously by the Senate, and it has bipartisan support in the Assembly, but it must move quickly to be put on the ballot this November. Our company should not be asked to bail the legislature out of previous mistakes. We cannot afford a $400 million tax increase, and we shouldn't be taxing the jobs that will be necessary to grow our way out of this recession. And I want to add that I think this is the perfect issue for organizations that are business-related and individual taxpayer organizations, such as the Taxpayer Association, to work on. And that's because, in reality, businesses won't wind up paying this tax. Taxes on business are ultimately paid by employees, they're paid by shareholders, they're paid by the owners of sole proprietorships, and they're paid by customers. And so this $400 million increase will affect all New Jerseyans in one way or another. And if this budget really is about setting priorities, then this needs to be one that's taken off of the table.